Wonderful people, thank you so much for being with me in this channel. So these messages coming out are there to empower you, to assist you, to find your purpose, your goal, and to give you a new vision on how to delete those things that stand in a way to achieve what you came in to do, termed your assignment actually, and where you find your passion, your purpose, and all these things on the same platform. So these messages will come out once a month, around the middle of the month, to assist your growth back in your source connection and eliminate anything that stands in the way. So the former messages were about 2022, 2024. So there's a whole playlist about that if you haven't seen that. And so each month after that, like this month is about your purpose, your assignment. Next month we will address another issue and come out with those messages. Apart from that, I just do videos to support you, to align you, to get you back, to address many mental, physical, psychological diseases or things that you know, stand in the way from the old deceit and betrayal platform on the earth, and helps you to rise above them. So I'm not like most streaming to the astrological chart, as we are moving into astronomy. And astronomy, or you know, being one with the entire cosmological soup, requires us to move out of the old astrological belt, and thus that is where my messages are for. So thank you so much for being with me. I spend about 20 minutes for each sign, and hopefully they will be of value and assist you on your journey. So feel free to comment, like, share, and especially subscribe so my video gets into the circulation ship. And that is our connection, or like relationship, you know, circulation ship. And that means everything that needs to ship out or go from your platform could be addressed during this session. So I hope you enjoy it. Thank you. Beautiful Capricorns, what I have for you, knowing you are self-responsible, you are hardworking, you are so disciplined, you have so much knowledge, and yet at times the magic doesn't come true, right? And maybe you may be overworked and need to discipline more in where you have the automatic wave coming through where everything manifests. So here we will be looking at what would be beneficial to truly step into your word, and to step actually into your assignments, meaning the reason why you came on the planet, and really start to manifest that, because you guys, you had the hardest time on the planet, you know. Whatever you may do, you know, there would be some sort of force. You're cutting it down, lifting up, cutting it down. So we are truly moving out of that cycle, and everything should be moving very, very smoothly now for every Capricorn. And thus moving from the old zodiac sign into the unlimited self and opening up new portal points would be beneficial for you. So I'm gonna pull a card here. I love it. It's from my own I Am card. So I am creating the new tree of life, the new Kabbalah, and I have that book out there, and I created cards from my art cards. And that is something that could really, really guide you all the way through, as my messages are truly, you know, undefined, unlimited, and timeless. So let's see what I can pull through for you. And, you know, I hope you will benefit from it, because that's the reason why. That is really what you guys need. I am the Phoenix Rising, the Lion's Gate. So you truly need to rise out of that old mud, keeping on working like, you know, like a crazy horse. And that is maybe the hardest lesson for Capricorns, you know, to stop at times, to take a pause, to rebalance and review what you already manifested. And so it may be a period in time for you guys, as this is timeless, to take a look at how you're gonna rise and what you're gonna leave behind. And at times that is so hard, just because of that solo reason that you put in so much hard work into everything. This card is connected to the number 5. It's a pentagram. You see the male-female vibrations coming together to a new portal point, a new open door for you in this life. And it's about time, as here we see the old arrows falling back. You know, you are done with the arrows, you are done with the dark ages. You need to move into the phoenix rising and having the knowledge about how to do that. So it's truly magnificent. So it also points to your balance, the male-female hand of balance, moving through the new sun stream, the new great central sun, as everything in the universe is rearranging itself. And that means rearranging our anatomic or biological organism back into a space where it can fuse with the new organic composition of the universe. So that is huge to understand, right? So I have a few videos out there about parallel realities and the new tree of life, how to build that and truly move into your authentic shoes as a free webinar, because these messages is something that is part of my passion. But my true work on YouTube is to guide you through it and to give you new opportunities. And there's not only these messages, and certainly not the old astrological signs. That is not something I will move through, because that is part of the old. And so astronomy is what I do, and move you through all the galaxies, because remaining in the old astrological chart is what will not work in the future anymore. So I'm one with the Lion's Gate keys. That is truly your key to move through. The Lion's Gate is the house of light, is Shambhala, is your light environment in which all the atrocities, all that trauma, everything you experience in this lifetime up till now will not exist anymore when doing the work and having the knowledge. So again, I have like 20 videos out now. It started out in December, all about this new age, and there's loads of information should you wish to look up the visions for 2022-2024. So this card is connected to the element Earth, and its overall pink ray has a deep architecture. When viewing the gates, it has to witness and process its desired applications before transference into the domains of heavenly charges. You want to go to heaven, right? And it's about time for you guys. So the phoenix at the bottom left, if you look at the phoenix, then operates through the lavender, black and orange rays of creation. So I would definitely suggest here to work in meditation with these 3 rays and realms of light, and that is very transformative. And so this is because of the lavender and the white beams of light in the left upper corner that defeated transitions from the electromagnetic systems or tails that drowned humanity essentially. So it's a very beautiful message for you guys. So the merging with the male-female hands and rising with your particular sun stream actually, and with the position of the moon, can leave the imagination to drink liquids beyond what actually resides on the earth. So I have a feel you have a great connection with the elements and want to purify it more and more, like that. You know inside out that that would make you feel a lot better. So it may be termed science, physics or astronomical exactitude. Yet today you may think as the cream dressing that feels right in every circumstance, like the cream that fills a cookie. That is exactly what you guys need. If we merge that with other positions, you may come out right. So that is your first goal, and then I will connect to a second goal from these cards and see what I get here. And that is really, I am, that is really, I'm light connections. I am universal networks. The universe belongs to you guys. If you listen to my 2024 predictions, there's a video playlist with those predictions for every sign. Then you will see that there is everything for you is connected to the entire network in the universe, but in renewal mode, the new tree of life, because you are the mountaintop. You have knowledge of the entire zodiac signs. You can imagine what it is to be a Pisces or you know, a Jupiterian vibe, or an Aquarian, because you can incorporate all of these. And so this card is number 31, coming up or making up 4, and 4 is your lightning bolt into your new life. If anything is stuck, then that is really the message here, getting out of that. And that is connected, of course, to the water flow, the element water, clearing your waters, clearing that old way of continuously working hard, you know, getting the details down and not being appreciated, respected, and valued by the outside world. So you cut that cord with this message. So the power of water cannot be underestimated, for it has the power to reconnect and interlink you to many power plants on the earth to understand personal growth and self-realization on a higher level. So that is also the message, clearing your water, and so you can rise into the new halls of light, and clearing the old ways of doing business or of working that hard all of the time, finding value in balance and stillness. So being one with the oceans can reveal loads of information that is needed for humanity at this time. But with this card, however, it is important to truly reflect on your own creative links under the water, under the skin, and with ancient technology and wisdom that may be revealed to you as your individual journey is truly on a high level connected to water. You are an earth sign, and earth signs need to connect to what the water brings through, as 90% of the body is water, and there is where you want to change. So if you want to do that with a meditation, I have a meditation about clearing the waters in your body. I also do individual sessions to get you back into the point of balance and release the old things and give you techniques how to move faster. So the universal network is all about, it's your time actually to fuse, to synchronize the neurons in the brain and synchronize with other people on the planet, other business people, other friendships, all, you know, the old connections that need to be debunked once and for all. You need to move out of that, because that's a huge message here. And there's also meditation, extremely powerful to release any old connection should you want to do that. And you can apply that meditation throughout many years, because it's very potent and timeless. So you get the right inspiration and aspirations through connected to your spirit self. And so I will pull a card here, another one, with just a message that is very potent from this card deck, and that is truly to the point. You guys need to dream wild, and I guess you guys have the most difficult time in dreaming, because dreaming is not your thing. You're so earth-based, and so the water flow is all about dreaming. You know, Pisces and Scorpios and Cancers, they are all dreaming big, and when you clear the waters, your dream space can open up, and you can demand or request the universe to give you a revealing dream. So what needs to be repaired to get into your assignment on the earth is start dreaming on a bigger level and take that up the higher level of ascension. So, and then I will pull a card from the animal deck. Animals are so to the point to assist you to reach out and to bring a lot more content to what you already have established and see reconnected to the Heron. That is not Capricorn's thing. It's connected to patience. You guys and patience. And that is, you need truly to create a place in nature, stillness, to, you know, to allow the renewal in. You have been, you know, hurt so much with so many people and circumstances. So you are the first of the zodiac signs that needs the most of reflection, stillness, and time with yourself. So take that time alone to find your point of balance, align to the point of balance. So I would suggest to work a lot with the gold rays in meditation and be self-confident towards your purpose. So being self-confident towards your purpose also means you need to investigate what no longer works and what works. And there's maybe a few things you may eliminate or refine, make it better, as if you didn't work enough, right? So patience will bring you a huge reward, and that huge reward that will come true when you decide actually to change the old ways. So Heron is also a symbol of stillness, patience, deep meditation, and so they, even though they are social creatures, they can still be found in isolated locations worldwide. So that is the meaning of it. Come back that they are closely connected to water. There we go again. Water element that motivates us to flow around with the energies surrounding us. So we need to cooperate and with the grace of these creatures, and working with them, allowing them, inviting them in your meditation maybe really may reveal magnificent insight, inspiration, and aspirations. So one of the messages they bring is that we truly need to be independent, either to solitary or to social. However, the lesson he offers relate to working cooperation actually with your partner when preparing for a family or business or anything else. So like most of Capricorns maybe love being alone, so still others speaking more broadly about the balance and solitude versus coming out in society at large. So it's very important to bring that balance through as well. And so it's really a calling of deep thinking about the work that you do, about your life, and you may find that this effort not only grows but increases wisdom. And if you gain that wisdom, it will become an instinct. And so they may challenge some of your perspectives on habits. So make a short review on your habits. And you do know, Capricorns, what needs to leave the equation. You are very clever there. So think about that, as they often make more friends. So like usually people born with, or if you get that Heron in your environment, you don't like others interfering with your personal matters, right? And they circle around, and usually just one family member or friend at the most is included. So these individuals may appear to be social during events, and still after an outing they repeat in solitude for some time before showing themselves again, if ever. That's typical you. So you could greatly bond with the Heron. It's really the spirit of independence that will show you what needs to go, what needs to be refined, and you know, how they will assist you in the capability to fly high in the sky and give it an energetic vibe that fully supports your efforts to liberate yourself from any constraints from the past, as well as becoming self-sufficient. So Herons help you become confident in skills and talents, and while you may ignite a desire for exploration in truly exploring that deep level of freedom you guys have been working for. So take that in the back head of your brains, work with a balance, eliminate, come back, get your inspiration, aspiration, come to the point with your business and take that new direction on, is my message. So I truly hope you loved it, you liked it, and I hope that this message was of value. If it was so thank you for subscribing, liking my channel, and clicking the bell so you get notified as I load a lot of videos, so at least 3 to 4 a week, with many subjects coming around. And so these messages will come around once a month. So truly enjoy. Thank you for being with me. Beautiful Pisces, let's get on and let's see what your assignments are about, what your great traits are. Like, you know, the most beautiful thing is Pisces always combine their true self with their huge dream, the calmness, the stillness, and yet having that high level intuition I love so much. Yet not everybody may agree upon that. So let's see what Spirit has in store for you, you know, to better refine your assignments, what you came in to do, what you need to pay attention to in this world to move on. Like everything is changing so fast. So I pull a card from the I Am Present card, and let's see what I have. So the first thing here, that is beautiful. How you guys are gonna fly high. Like what I can see is really doubling up on your intuition, on your knowledge in incoming times. Like you have a lot of Jupiterian energies, that expansion in your intuitive capability and bringing that forward in a peaceful way. That is truly the interplanetary fusion with the new solar system, this new world that is coming through. You see the powers of Mars fusing with Mercury, so the complete transformation that is coming through, and seeing things from a different platform, a new vision. So it's connected to the number 41. 41 is 5, is a pentagram of pleasure. If we take part of that, and other than that, it is essentially connected to the element water. You guys are all water, right? But reconnecting to the water on different levels is very, very important. So fusion with the moons and the sun in the solar system is what you are perfect at when dreaming it through. It's needed to shine your new sun through and gain new partners wherever your connections may reside. So when even the connection to this earth has been lost, we can connect and remember our connection to all the other stars out there in the solar system. So the black universe, which we have on this card, offers all means, opportunities, skills, challenges, knowledge and technology to connect to everything in the cosmos, because it is our true natural state of being and getting back into there. So it's important, you know, to get more out of your authentic life forces. If we look at that card, and I hope there's not a lot of light, you know, the design shows how important it is to train eternal life forces and sources back in the body and move everything light in the philosophical wombs of the divine, minus any negative interruption. So, you know, living on the planet today requires the knowledge of the entire project and its people, the return into light and fusing with your male-female parts that is directed. And so I feel you're going to flow a lot more in harmony with the elements of the body, refining your body, refining your diet, knowing that you need more nutrients. That is what it comes down to. And the mineral kingdom, so the animals may assist you, and divine spirit. So it means also that you get a better connection with your female and male components, and you know, to get back in the detail with your spiritual body, because your spiritual body is going to be very, very potent from now on, and connecting that with your high intuition, then you should or could become a bomb of information and true knowledge. So don't get anyone get you down on that road, because if you connect that with, like, if you are born on the blue way, connecting that with your spiritual embodiment, which is lavender, and then Jupiterian energies, dark purple, then you become highly spiritual. So that is a very potent card, and so you can bring renewal in your spiritual body from now on, all the way into the ethers, and connecting in detail with much different efforts. And so the important factor of bringing everything together is still the water flow in the body, connected to the water flow of the earth. So that's a very important message here. So the card is actually requesting you to bring your connections or new connections back in the flow, a new flow, a movement, a new way of communicating with people, as this age truly demands it. We're doing too much on a digital way, right, due to restrictions. So it doesn't matter where you are in creation, but the true message here is tap and let your intuitive qualities blow and flow, and do not care about what anyone says, but keep your point of balance, like keep true to your truth. And at times, as you may move in to these dreamy patterns, it may appear that you know, you're still attached to the old belief systems that need to go, because if you want to tap in the higher aspirations, back in your authenticity, with your spark, with the new tree of life, then that is truly imperatives. Like I'm teaching the new tree of life, moving all through all the universes. So that is your first goal, like seeing through what doesn't, what actually falseness, the falseness on the earth plane, and seeing truth through. And so your second goal, let's pull a card for your second goal. So you have two measures to flow upon, so to speak. That is wonderful. I am mental strength. the dragon's spine. I love that card. Number 10. Number 10 is actually completion, meaning when you arrive here at my channel, you have the capability to move everything you move through into pure completion. That is what it is about. And that strength with the dragon's spine, you see the spinal column of the dragon moves you there. So let's see what that is connected to. So number 10, remember, you have the capabilities with these energies, that higher level of intuition, and Jupiter moving through your sign, very, very potent actually, is don't let anybody get you down. Hold on, get that illusion out of you, and reconnect to a higher level with the earth. So the flow of water, the oceans, the rivers, the lakes are all connected to the earth. So your message here is to reconnect, because if you feel, you know, not so much in your strength, and there's that, this card or the spine represents your strength, your capacity to rise beyond any mental, emotional, and eventually physical abuse or self-abuse. So if you need to delete, refine, eliminate traumatic circumstances, it is really the time to do so. And I have a lot of meditational release MP4s are there, and or MP3s you can pertain of, should you wish that. I also do individual sessions. So the erection, this resurrection of your spine, your spinal column, is what makes the phoenix rising from the ashes of destruction. So you may have some patterns that are self-destructive, but with the white, orange, and black waves here, these and gold eventually are the primary colors that bring together your omnipotent capabilities. So the white purification is your highest health actually, and streaming with the orange creator ray and unlimited electrical power to rise beyond your old creation with the gold alchemical sides of self, bringing through new connections. So I feel you may be tired of the old, or do not have enough fulfillment up there. So it's about time, you know, to do some self-investigation, research what you would like to add in your life to find your passion back, and you know, to bring some fulfillment in some hobby or some extra job, or get some education in something you like. So the spine is also the backbone, and you will never know what you can find within when all the old obstructions and stuck patterns in your energy fields and wheels have been released. So that is actually about your authentic power rising with the power of the word that needs its feedback on the ground floor. So the rising of earth into light earth needs that capacity of great communicators, which is you. You're a great communicator. So get your word out. Find maybe something you love. Get on YouTube and talk about, you know, anything that is so connected to intuition, your higher capability to channel your own information with all the energies being out there. So you could easily achieve that when loading, cooperating, and incorporating the lavender fields of tremendous delights. For it sets you free from the old highways rather than excuses. So if you have still some excuses, it's the time to get out of that, because you have everything on a golden platter regarding getting your own information. Move it on. Choose something more fulfilling in your life. And yeah, because it is all about pure logic and taking the higher road into self-responsibility. So I hope this helped. So I'm gonna pull another card that is going to be of assistance. That is just spiritual cards as a message. And these are the spiritual cards. So let's see. So I'll pull one and embrace truth. So if you have still patterns of illusion and you actually know it, you know, you have that the higher intuition, like, I know these are patterns I really need to let go. So release them, delete them with any technique you have. If it's fear or anything, to move into the new dream pathway, then delete fear. There's a free meditation I give out at this time period to release your fear, and then finally move into the higher light realms with the divine. The higher light realms will assist you to move also out the illusion. And then I will give you one last message, that is your spiritual guide in the animal kingdom for this session. So let's pull a card there and shuffle them a bit, and then I just, you know, I go very quickly. So I have here, damn, how beautiful. You see that? The sea turtle, that is your divine protection. So it essentially says you are a master of finding your life's flow. So see to it that your life's flow, the water in the body, is not obstructed and full of mud. Clear your waters out. And so you get back in harmony with the rhythm of your path, because your entire path is going to unfold more passionate driveways actually, and preserve, and you will succeed. You have everything you need to be protected and to be happy. How beautiful is that? How beautiful is that? So do remember that sea turtle is so much connected to everything that is water. So it's also connected to the symbol of earth, rampant fertility, support, safety. So you Pisces, you love your home as a strong place, and maybe sometimes a turtle will slide in when some negative emotions threaten you, or so you need to get out of, you know, the old angers or envy or behaviors you do know. You want to let go of them this time around, and so the turtle animal will help you to progress slowly through the world, observing it, because it passes, allowing slow and steady work to propel your purpose forward. So even putting your eggs with, you know, your project, so to speak, within the sand speaks to the current that you can open them up safely and mature within them. So as the turtle always, you know, travels very close to the earth, it's about being attentive to the tides of energy that swirl around you. And so you start to understand your strength, your guidance, and you know, swim slowly towards your new goals and merge them with your present day, let's say, passions. And so you will see that a new meaning comes to life because of the straightforward ways within which the tortoise or the turtle acts upon. So it's inspired story. You can come up with inspiring stories truly, and you know, it's always very interesting to get into that wise appearance in this advanced age. And people love stories, so I think you know, you refine your channel, you get that higher level of intuition through right now. And so all you need is at times be a little bit patient. You have the knowledge, you are very wise, stable, and orderly. So here is the simple trade of action. is actually that you can move with many cultures, with all of the earth, because the shell of the turtle will want to predict a long run or something new that brings the magic within in the outer world. So think about something you would love to recreate and gain knowledge about. So I hope this message was of value for you. Thank you so much for subscribing, liking, and looking at my other videos. Thank you. Aquarius, you are so progressive, original, intelligent, moving the vibes where you need to move quickly. So it's very, very beautiful to merge that with your path on the earth plane. What is your assignment? How you can move a better way, in better ways actually, and actually merging all your knowledge, your quick vibe, and your intelligence with your present day efforts and passion. So I will pull a card for you from the I Am Present and see what comes out. So the first one is, that is beautiful. You're bringing true completion in your assignments. That is, I'm one with the heart of Shambhala, the pulse. The heart of Shambhala is the ultimate goal right now as it connects with all the universes. So you see your green light go over here, the white light shining as the grandness of purification, and the knowledge, the intuition, and the higher vibrations moving beyond what the most mundane on the earth plane, you know, have no idea about. So there's a great pulse coming through for you. I'll look it up. 55, your completion process. I feel as well with many projects, completion with old stuff you don't adore anymore, right? It's connected to the earth, so you will have a great flow with the earth for the incoming years, as you are all about the air component, the quick fix, the quick measurements, quickly taking action and all that. So the heart has been crushed, you know, has hardly been talked about on the earth actually, but you Aquarian vibrations are all about resurrecting that heart, and because it's the most less understood composition. So the word love has always been killed for many ages, so no wonder people do not understand or are able to digest natural and true love in their lives. So it will truly bring them to their knees. So even though those who think they know and think they are loving and kind, so has nothing to do with the heart. So we're rethinking, realignment to love is not something that can be picked out of the air and breathed through. But I think you guys do know the composition of true air vibrations, and it is not truly an essence that make you feel in love or loving vibration. So it's rather a universal essence, and Aquarian vibes are all connected to the highest level of universal essences, if they know it or not. So it's very high level vibration actually that will never allow the hormonal system of the earth in the body tied to emotions and low instincts actually. So the embodiment here of love on light earth needs to run through quite some re-education or the transition in purity, humility, integrity, mental brain capacities minus mind control, intelligence, wisdom, and supreme high vibration of love connected to our source. So here the message is, what keeps you alive? Where is that energy coming from? So the divine, the cosmos, the universe, all stars and universal light consciousness is what makes your heart beat. So realignment to the heights of Shambhala is needed for to get there. So this card is actually a message about how do I get back into there, because I even want more and more knowledge, you know, moving faster with what you already have. So yeah, a redefinition and how to move quickly out of what is no longer satisfying you. That is what will come true anyways, because you have that high air vibration. You have the stabilization, the hardworking vibe of Capricorn through you in the coming years for a very, very long time. So that is working harder, that is bringing through more and more details, and also being a lot more stricter and not letting your wind, you know, go wherever it wants to go. Although that is great at times, we need to stand still, be strict, and allow a new point of balance. So the next message I have here is I am the Phoenix rising, the Ascent. You really have beautiful cards. Look at that card. And that is actually number 15. It's 15 makes up 6, and 6 makes up an eternal spiral. An eternal spiral that will get you to the next degrees, where you can lift your knowledge, your air vibration from the heart to the brain, not from the brain to the heart. So that may be very, very new to you guys, as you know, you have the craft of magic, the Phoenix rising with light earth. So we must have surpassed anything termed ego and keep our energy fields actually crystal clear from any of the old invasions, such as hybrids in this universe and on the earth playing out, and the consciousness of low elemental nodes that recycled stories, you know, that could be experienced and have no capable interest, so value or inspiration to move through the forces of negative barriers. So you can see here on this card also the lavender fields. You see the lavender fields, and that some kind is one of a kind in a way that it has many creational rooms actually that offer the capacity to keep you free from negativity. So if you meditate or realign to the divine, that is what really is going to assist your air vibration to be more magical, especially as you have that certain vibe in your chart, like for the incoming years, and that goes with the transition of the earth. So I think it's very, very beautiful. So the wonder of lavender spaces is your magic, your magic, that it offers quick transformation. You guys are all about quick transformations, you know, and new initiations inside new goals. So the resurrection into freedom, along with your protection, that is all that you need. And the crystalline grids and beaming your highest healing factors through. So the red way here represent a very high state of consciousness. You see that person ascending through the silver ball of light, so to speak, and that vibration is something I would truly recommend to connect through, as it is very, very important. So this card is actually asking you to return into a crystal clear space and make the decision to learn about some technology and grid embodiment that can be achieved, as you guys are all about technology, the new stuff coming out onto the earth. So if you get acquainted with light technology in the body, how a body can be gridded into light, I have an online course there, how to get into that space, actually, 5 days online, but also 15 days, moving into self-mastery with the current energy. So and that can be achieved through your ascension with 12 all 12 universes. That's very beautiful. Like with every card I pull, it's all about getting into the new Kabbalah, the new Tree of Life. So I have 2 videos out there if interested to read them, and a free webinar moving on that can assist you to redefine yourself on another level, not afraid, taking small steps into responsibility and pulling through a veil of lavender delight where nobody can touch your precious vibration, because in the end it's the age of Aquarius, right? It's the Aquarian age. So let's have a spiritual message. So I'll pull the card for a spirit message here, and I'm very surprised, but not surprised at all, as that is truly the resurrection of the heart, is why humanity is on the planet right now. So, and if that comes to the higher vibration in the zodiac with pure knowledge, intelligence, and your visions, which is Aquarian, then yeah, it makes sense, right? So one message here from Spirit is, oh, creative wonderment. Follow your passion. So the message is, you have the intuition, you have the knowledge, you don't need to go you know, down that road, but just listen to what you know, what will make you wonder. What do you need? Are you moving in your spiritual shoes? Do you have a light body environment? Because the earth is moving into its ascension, and so everything, technology is moving around. That is if you're interested, right? And so one last guidance here for these messages is from the animal kingdoms, because they are so potent. They can assist you at any time. And so let's put one card of these. You see. And let's see what I have for you. Yeah, that really, that completes it, truly. The giraffe, visionary. You see? Visionary is so to the point. Rise above the earthly matters, get your light body in, get your light grids in, and create more technology for people. Be it through the spiritual realms, create something people are truly, because you have that idea, but ideas is not enough. You need to bring them out for people to know you have it. So glide through life with grace. You are able to see the right path, and stand tall in your self-worth and love with a huge big heart. I didn't know, I do know animals have huge big hearts, you know. They are so special, so beautiful. So, you know, there's so many things connected to these cards. Especially the giraffe spirit animal is a sign you might stick out your neck for someone else. So it also encourages using heightened awareness, intuition, and intellect to help others who lack these things. So like those in need of guidance or wisdom. So that is where new passion may come out. And so, you know, sometimes giraffe's meanings warns against putting one's neck on the line for people who could take advantage of it and not be grateful enough. So be careful with that. And, you know, that the giraffe is truly a spirit guide for those who are always looking up. So when you need to be more future oriented, which you're all already, that giraffe may appear. So the meaning behind it is, you know, allow yourself in that higher level of self-worth with your knowledge. Most of the time when we're born as an Aquarian vibration, we are not so much aware, you know. We have a lot of psychic insights and visions often that may, let's say, frighten people unless tactful diplomacy is used when delivering your messages. But I'm sure you guys have that, although it may flip-flop. Also, on the other hand, giraffes have a silent language they use to communicate with body movements, so they don't make sounds, but are often seen sharing their long tail and other gestures. And this is why the giraffe may correspond more closely to your root chakra, your root, so combining your wind with the earth, you're rooting yourself into the earth, which is very important, as we have seen. So prepare yourselves to be graceful in all situations, but your quiet nature will allow, you know, for the occasional outbursts that may not need much attention, actually. So I would say the giraffe is very, very powerful creature that stands tall in every situation. So that is really an attribute for you. And it's also often seen with its head high above everybody, and having the honor, you know, to be on top of knowledge, equality, and wise with the wisdom of the heart is the message here behind it. So there is so much to it. So we can carve a new life, and you know, with unusual physical attributes, and you know, creating a new technology architecture, a new unique facets in your life, if you want to move in your life, or you know, you can explore actually more your unique talents and skills that will benefit the community. Besides that, you are truly, you know, more, not mundane, but mondial. You say, yeah, you're more like a bonding person, and you love people so much. So the question is, will you put out your creativity, your knowledge, your intelligence, your visionary arts to assist people, because that is truly part of your assignment on the earth plane. And it's imperative, you know, to really start connecting with both realms, the light on earth, the light in the universes, and bridging the gap between heaven and earth. That is what the long neck stands for. You know, and you can do that task, as there's so many online courses, seminars, or guidances. So I also do individual sessions and all these things, should you have any interest, because I truly feel it's going to benefit not only people, but it's going to benefit you in the longer haul, and bring you many more gifts, and that bring you a lot more passion from now on. So I hope this was truly of value and helpful to you. So if you liked it, thank you for subscribing, liking, and clicking the bell, and see you next time. And beautiful Taurus, let's see what we have for you, going more into your original vibration and moving truly in your life work is the message here. And to complete the old, to get out of your extremely organized, talented, beautiful spaces, because you guys are so trustworthy, patient, and kind, and have a great feeling for the arts and everything, as everything in the world is art. So it's very connected to you, grounding a new way of living in this age, and allowing yourself to step in to your assignment that will take on a new tour, a new visit in your observation deck, and allowing it to come true, minus, you know, some traits you may want to eliminate from your embodiment, so you get new directions and everything. So let's pull a card for you, see what's going on, and how you can move up there. So the first one I get here from my art cards is Oh, it's so beautifully connected. I'm one with seventh heaven, pink enterprises, and the pink way is so connected to you, the pink universal way, Venus, Andromeda. So it perfectly connects. You see what a beautiful art card. You see the opening up into success. The lavender is actually representative for your spiritual body, your explosion into spirit, and wanting to get back from the atrocities of the earth into the light of your spirit and your true essence. So there is a road to take. I love it. It's card number 32, making up 5. 5 is a pentagram of pleasure, and it's very important to connect to. You might eventually create a pink pentagram with silver waves around it, around your energy field, and ask you to flow into your authentic, successful vibration on the earth right now. So for you, it's time to step, as you're very grounded, like Capricorns are very grounded, and you're very connected actually to the Capricorn energies, with this Saturn of events. And so from now on, you will get a lot more strict vibrations, and being able to get more in the detail, things you may have avoided, seeking too much pleasure in certain things, and getting more strict, like getting that balance in, and where both the musical vibes of your business and the music of your pleasure time merges, so there is not, you know, too much of a deviation into that. So connected to the ethers, then I would say pink enterprises actually represent a huge transition into the 7th dimension, which is what light workers are doing on the earth right now. We're moving beyond 5th and 6th, especially because that is where the dream world keeps you, you know, in the old cycles. And so the 7th dimension holds you on the extreme peaceful alignments to download high level technology and higher levels of intelligence. That is something that needs to merge with your very refined vibration and love for anything that is beauty. So beauty in business, beauty of the body, beauty of communication, beauty of relationships. So I feel a lot of relationships here for you need to go and really make it a point from now on, and you know, decide to delete an entire list of business connections, friendships, and eventually, you know, other connections, whatever they are, but they need to go throughout the body. So I also have a meditation here in alignment that is extremely potent to delete them very, very quickly and forever. No, never coming back. So that is what I do in alignment. So coming back to that beautiful silver way, you see the silver is very predominant here. That represents your heightened level of success and creative capabilities. Actually, for an enterprise, is representative of many interesting faculties. So if we think about faculties in universities, so we have architecture, we have psychology, we have medicine, we have so much. So you guys have the capabilities of merging these faculties, because you see the beauty in each of them and can merge them. And that is something not many have on the planet. So you know, my approaches are very deep and very different, and that is because I do light scientific research with the universe, not with education on the earth. That sucks anyway. So when the enterprise shows up, you are truly ready when taking that responsibility, and you feel you need that new adventure. You are ready to activate on new and higher programs. You are ready to create a new, because somehow you feel that pulse to move into higher direction and more fulfillment in life. So more fulfillment means you need to delete the old cycles for more fulfillment to come in relationships that are inspiring, aspiring, that you know that function on equilateral exchanges, that are intelligent, that are interesting, that feed you, and not letting you know, anybody take energy from you. So the outlet of the enterprise almost looks like a flower of life. You are the flowers of life. You are the beauty. So I would certainly advise to connect with pink elements, pink flowers, pink herbs, anything pink, because it's so connected to you, and also, you know, to the pink body of beauty. So this card also indicates you are, you know, you really want to operate to higher frequencies. So take responsibility to get your vibration there, no matter what it takes to eliminate what stands in your way. So if it is any disease, you can clear it out with any light technology. I also have massive courses over there if you want to do that, or individual sessions. Or if you have your own technique, just do it, because deep inside, you do know, you know, where your functions go off. Is it the breathing system? Is it your lungs? Can you not take any more? You know, what is going on there? So cut down these old cords, these old ley lines, these old connections. So the number 7 corresponds to many things, such as the 7 energy wheels, the classical planets, other vast spheres, geometrical patterns, and so on. But it also resonates to vibrations and energies of higher wisdom. It's actually something you need. And so eliminate some, you know, some sort of laziness. Most, you know, if not all people on the earth were downloaded here, you know, in a level of deceit and betrayal that created the laziness, because we hadn't the full power of our spirit to move out of it. Moving out, or deleting the laziness out of the, I would say, the pituitary gland is where it sticks within you guys. And that will bring you back to your natural strength and fitness and in health. So upgrading your health, drinking more water and juices, and going on light foods would already help you a lot. And being a little bit more persistent in what you do, just not taking it anymore, you know, persistent. This is what I want to achieve, and I'm going to create that bar right now. I'm going to write down what I want, what is my plan for the incoming years, and that's it. So if you want assistance with that, I have the Manifesto Consciousness, the Creative Vibes, a book, a workbook that helps you to write down a new lifestyle and change, you know, like overnight at times. And yeah, your purpose will come when you, you become more persistent and leave the old ways of, you know, being kind in old ways doesn't really resolve your problematic static, right? So, we need to decipher who deserves it and who does not, and whom we need to cut out and whom we, you know, let in our lives today. So think about the pink color that and how it makes you feel, and you may want to open a deep philosophical room. That's a great message with the divine, and do some research or become more interested in the development of spiritual skills such as telekinesis, teleportation, television, your own television, you know, and become more telepathic, because you have the gifts to go all the way telepathic and moving from the old astrological planes with all its synthetics into the celestial, universal bodies, and eventually, you know, take some coaching, take some courses. I have a 15-week online there as well, or do your own thing to get out of the old cycle, because I feel your heart is yearning for that new life that is a lot more fulfilling. And you know, if you spend too much time in business all of the way and not balancing out, that's not the way to do, because you cannot become crystal clear in your essence and where you want to go with what you already have innate. So let's have a little secondary dialogue card, a second gold card, and let's see what that says here to assist you out. That's beautiful. I am one with the underground, the crystalline network. That's all you need. You need to work with your own earth component, the fire engine that goes eternally, as we are eternal being. You see the fire burning? So connecting your essence with the organism of the light within earth, not the old earth. The earth is ascending into light, and when you connect that, we have the number 9, which is the eternal spiral, and that is connecting actually with that other card we had there, with your pink enterprise. I think it's beautiful. Pink enterprise, ain't that something? So that is, you know, the fire. You need more fire in your earth composition, and the fire that can move very fast, and especially with capable air energy. So if you need to clear your lungs, your breathing system, your heart system, your arteries, and then that is the time to do it. So the underground of the planet Earth contains many unexplored gifts, light skills we can all develop. So it's a matter of for you to investigate and generate it, and to go back eventually into the ancient of day. Remember that ancient knowledge that carries all the beauty that you have in your heart. And when you open your heart, connected to the brain in the first place, or connected to your source, you will open renewal in your body. So your feet centers have that capability to electronically align to the light footprints of the earth. And most of the time the best way to do it is by the installment of a crystalline grid that overrides actually the density of this earth. So, and from there on we can create a brand new labyrinth of crystalline networks. So just like we find on the internet through ley lines and the fusion of many dots on these ley lines, you may need a worldwide network, new connections, and connecting to new continents, cities, communities, and so on. So as the earth is clearing out pollution, debris, and infections, so to speak, the elements within the underground of the many layers are also restoring and inviting new ancient elements. And so you could be part of that. So, you know, think about something new you want to create in business, or side business, or like a hobby. As I mean, you have so many unexplored gifts, and I will really go into that, and your connection to the trees, the elements of flowers, and eventually create essences with it, or create art with it, or, you know, assist people with your kind approach to it. That is something many people need. Not everybody has that true kind expression. So we're not going, you know, out of balance. So that is also your message. You need to balance first in order to find your own evolution, because this card represents evolution essentially. So for it feeds, it nurtures, sustains, and develops and provides new nutrients, support, transformation, and progression. So it's all about your individual growth and process regarding your own nutrition, regarding, you know, the physical foods. You have to upgrade somehow, you know, into lighter foods, the water intake, the juices, and then you essentially need more spiritual food, being fed with new education, a new educational system that gets you in a platform that is much more fulfilling, where you can open up your passion. So the time to open up your passion has to really come. So let's see a last message from these cards from Spirit, as just, you know, to complete that. And oh, cheer up, live in the moment. So living in the moment is realizing or awakening to the process, and you see all the elements connected to the air, the water, the beauty of the elements. So you see that completes truly, and that is releasing old cycles and seeing your grandness in there and seeing what needs to go before opening the that new door, because that new door cannot truly open if you are not truly aligning 100% there, right? So, and the next card is from the animal kingdom, and let's see, whoa. The revealer of truth, that is your animal assistant or your guide, the coyote. That is powerful. Can you see it? I hope the light is not too much into it. The coyote, yeah. Beautiful wisdom. So don't take things too seriously. Make time to play. Great wisdom comes from laughing as your own folly. Look out for the trap and tricks of life and learn from them. So I would certainly connect with a coyote spiritual animal meditation and ask for that guidance, because these coyotes are very, very powerful beings, and they can truly teach us. So it's, you know, it's not a candid spirit, but one that often restores and resorts to yeah, to getting across a point. So when working with a coyote, you must keep on your toes. So coyote will use every opportunity to present a piece of insight to even what appears to be wholly transparent situations. So it challenges us to think about those things that we have pushed down or hidden from others. So very often such matters impact our body, our mind, our spirit, and so we need to recognize what we buried inside of us, what, you know, in order to be kind. It's not a matter to keep your kindness for people that don't deserve it, I would say. And, you know, stepping into wholeness means be open and expect the unexpected if you want change overall. So uncertainty is part of life, so you might as well embrace it like a coyote. And as you know, very home-based earth participant, connect more with the earth, with the element earth, because coyotes find that life can be both sacred and silly at the same time. So you're cunning and sometimes tempted to use your trickster energy for pranks. So the key here is making sure such jokes are not vengeful or ill-conceived. So let's say that the coyote follows the golden rule. So it means you are actually always very devoted as a being. I love Taurus energy. Like it's so beautiful. It's soft. You know, it shows everything is an art. So what is your next art going to be? Your next expression of passion. So you know, another good application for coyote energy is when you're facing a new situation that makes you feel uncomfortable. So coyote shapeshifts and transforms with ease and grace. So let them show you how to reclaim your power in that space. So that is already very, very powerful thing. And yeah, I think, yeah, it may need some time, you know, to complete, during which you can always spend time with a coyote and honor that particular spirit animal as your guidance. And so let me know if you're doing that in the comments. Let me know if you liked it, and you know, if you have an easy or difficult time with connecting with a coyote and where you want to change in life. So maybe my next video is about assisting people how to make those first steps into it. So thank you for subscribing, liking, commenting, and being there for the next video. Thank you. Beautiful Aries, let's get right into it and see what can lead you better into your assignment and your higher levels of passion on the planet. I mean, you don't come short on passion, do you? You're so determined, courageous, everything. But let's see what may cut you down, or what is that particular thing that you might want to really integrate to have more balance, because your up and downs, you know, they become at times very spready. Although you're very, very, very to the point at times with such a high level of wisdom, besides your fire going in, it might need some earth component, and the earth component, air and earth, that is going to be very important for you to balance out, to see your higher degrees in intelligence and wisdom, and maybe have a view of how other people may help you fuse that, which is not an Aries thing, because you're the leader of, you know, the leader of the pack. But then again, we may need some help as well. So let's pull a card from my art cards and see what they have to say in the first gold place. Beautiful. I am the Phoenix rising, the Lion's gate. You want to rise into a new horizon. It's card number 5, the Phoenix rising, getting the male-female component into balance. So you definitely need more balance. You see the gates opening, allowing, you know, those arrows to go that broke you down somehow, or where you may have had a you know, a more or less difficult time in life, and seeing that higher degree, that higher inspiration that brings you to the higher aspiration, knowing you can do it because you've done it always. So that is very, very to the point. Let's see what it has to say. So keep in mind that pentagram of pleasure. So the number 5 is a pentagram, a 5-pointed star. Remember Bowie with its 5-pointed black star. You know, he had already made that choice, but here you are. That is what I said. It's so connected to the earth, so you need to ground your fire more in order to gain your balance. Grounding to getting eventually more fitness, a more balanced diet, and not being stubborn in the old diets that you know, went before, or not being stuck in that old thing like, I know how to do it, I will do it that way. And you know, there is people out there that could teach you as well. And so the overall pink ray has deep architecture, so it's about stepping into a new architecture where everything has much more balance, and grounding the earth with your fire component. That's the ultimate thing we can have. So when viewing the gates, it has to witness and process desired applications before the transference into the domains of heavenly charges are allowed. So there's some work to do. So the phoenix that we can see over here on this card, you see the phoenix rising from the ashes. On the bottom left side of this artwork, operates through the lavender, black and orange ray of creation and realms of light that already know they've left small tone rooms behind. So this is because of the lavender white beams of light in the left up corner that defeats the transition from the electromagnetic system that is drowning you. So combining your strong fire vibration with the soft earth tones like the pink ray, and balancing that out, is that you could merge into let's say a new touch in business, a new touch in relationships, a new touch in you know, connecting with people, a new touch in your family composition on the earth, and eventually choosing a new place to bring that new touch actually out. So it's not what we all want, knowing somehow somewhere that it is the origin of our spirit flowing together in creation. So, and if we can swallow the flames that are the medicine to this artistic completion. It is pink, orange, lavender, dope of spirit, and their interdimensional intelligence. So it's actually saying you need to go to some new decision in order to know the higher level of your assignments. Like up until now, you may have been doing and doing and doing, and that may have gone, you know, with many trampoline levels up and down, and you know, getting your bossy vibration in there. Then again, when you become so balanced and connected to the earth, you calm down your fire, you balance it, you can see from that higher perspective and that higher level of intelligence, which you all have so much, but yet not always so very much applied. So let's see what the second goal about that is. And I have the card, I am one with ancient wisdom. You need to go back to your roots. You know, if you think again, when you grew up in your youth, what was your passion? How did you do it? Did you flip out? Did you have your balance? Something is there that can teach you. You see, these are actually, you know, the new vibrations. That is the golden moon backing up perfect male-female balance, albeit here to dragon waves. And that is connected to card number 17, making up 8. 8 is the Lamnis card, or you know, the infinity sign that goes up and down through the spinal column. So I think it's very, very potent to reconnect to your roots. You may have lost them along the way. You may have, you know, lost some maybe important projects over there when in business and forgot about them and just move on from one thing into the other. So the message is truly standing still and, you know, moving on very quickly like the fire engine. You need to blend that with this etherical component, meeting the ethers and the earth within fire. Then you have perfect balance. Ain't that something? Beautiful card, isn't it? I love this card. Yeah, I truly love it. So our innermost ancient wisdom comes through the ability to reconnect to the ancient ways and roots. So the element ether is energy that fills all spaces and holds us in the physical properties of the element, which is the lavender etherical field. So with this card, you're being requested to interrogate yourself and to interrogate what you have been doing up till now, the way you plant new seeds, actually the way you plant them, you cherish them, you feed them, and how you allow these seeds to grow. And that could be in your relationships, in your businesses, or what needs to go essentially. So the golden moon is the reminder of the alchemist. If you want to go into alchemy with yourself, you need to accept that you need that vibration of balance within, you know, which backs up, as we see here, the amethyst dragon vibe. You see the amethyst dragon vibe. And the yellow magical component of the houses of light intermixing with gold orange dragons. So that is higher level creator rays, the orange creator, and blossoming, because, you know, creators' potential to always create anew with brand new ideas. And that is what you guys are about. You have massive ideas, and it's a matter of balancing these ideas and really get into the matter of beauty with them. So calming self down and balancing out with the earth. So, and taking the medication of this card into your higher aspirations within the divine. There is no end to what extent we can really bring new nutritional aspects to seed planted seeds that shape our broader vision. So, you know, maybe take some time out to reflect, and because any existing seed can truly flourish and can always benefit from newly embedded formulas. So you guys are great at creating new formulas and creating new aspects within the new, so you don't get bored. Get out of that boring stuff, and it's up to you, you know, to invent a new way of, you know, creating a new architecture for yourself. And that is when releasing your self-control or your quick fixes, and including relationships, unbalanced fabrics of the past. So, and that may take your sacral center, that is the creative garden in which we create all the time, to the next level. So clearing that sacral center, clearing the old garden, clearing the weeds out there, that is what will assist you to actually gain more potential. You guys all have so much potential, yet not always balance, or, you know, people may have a difficult time in getting your message and where you want to go. So it's a matter of getting into the earth detail, the earth component, or eventually working with the Capricorn energies, that is gold, that is also earth tones especially, and copper ways. So you will be more productive and balanced when persevering into your original strength that opens many portals and many ideas. You already have so many portals and ideas. So that is truly getting into your assignments. You may think you have done so much already and then flip-flopping, but it's about, you know, investigating what did you not do to hold on to your passion and never get bored. What is that intrinsic factor within yourself, and you know, knowing what moves that further is truly an interesting part of your life. So let's have another spiritual message here that could assist and give you more insight. That is going to be knowledge. That is where you could tap into. So you may be very witty, very intelligent, courageous, and being on top of things and having that leadership, yet there may be some lack of knowledge, and opening up the gates of knowledge into yourself is connecting with the gates of knowledge. And so I feel you may feel like you have a need to eliminate the old cycles, so especially old connections that keep you in the same boring alignments, and that is in business and in friendship and so forth. So there is a extreme deep elimination of friendships with codes, and that you know, they will never return, because once you cut them out, you are done with them. That is powerful. So that is the message. Gaining knowledge. How will you do it? You can take courses, you can take seminars, you can do individual coaching sessions. I do healing sessions if you want that. But take action into that, balance out with the earth, and then get to the truth of the matter. So last card, I will have an animal that will assist you to gain that knowledge, or, you know, go on to the direct new road for this new earth. And so what do we have here? Whoopa. The lizard. Regeneration. As a survivor, you are unparalleled. That's the least we could say about Aries. No matter what happens, you can adapt. Embrace your transformation. Put your new cloak on. You are a master of regeneration. So it could also indicate that you need some fresh new air breathing into your system, breathing in your connection, breathing into your businesses, and gain that transformation into new knowledge, because you want that knowledge. And once you take that decision, then you will be very surprised. So the lizard is really your regeneration process that could assist you. So connect with the lizard, communicate with the lizard, and you may find surprising advice eventually. So The lizard symbolism is letting you know that it's time to take an internal audit. As I didn't already mention it, in other words, take a good look at whether or not your ego is in control instead of your heart, your beautiful heart. So be aware, the ego is a master of deception, and you will often have to peel back many layers to get to the truth of where you want to arrive in life. However, the lizard meaning is saying that it's the only way to discover what your heart is telling you, as you have huge hearts. Yet most of the time people don't know that. You know, it's about showing your heart more than your intelligence. I would certainly do that, and that is, you know, grounding your vibration through the earth component. So like the cat spirit, you also need to take time to focus again on what you want to accomplish. So you do know you have the power to regenerate anything that you feel you may have lost. It's like the wolf. They are prone to repeating. You repeat too many cycles, and so you get bored. So getting out of that is the message. And you know how to move actually between realities and other worlds. So alternatively, the lizard symbolizes that you become so caught up in the day-to-day drudgery of your life that you have forgotten to dream. So take some time away from everyone, from any business, and open your new space. In other words, new things are born in your dreams. Ain't that something? So yeah, I would say I hope this video was of value to you, makes you think, because that's the whole goal. And if it was, thank you so much for subscribing, and certainly check out all my empowering videos out there from 2022 on. They are very great, and hopefully I can see you next time. So let me know please in the comments what you think about transforming and getting out of some boring things you may have and uplifting old projects. Thank you. Gemini, the smart, enthusiastic, great communicators of the zodiac. Let's see what we have for you to move better in your assignment, in your element, and being imbalanced this time around on the planet. So here, let's pull a card from my art cards and see what could truly assist you, you know, to get, you know, some arrows out of your field and fill them with a new golden road. So here I am the power of fusion. That is the deer and the dolphin, number 6, making up, you see, the merging of a deer and a dolphin. That is very exclusive. Number 6 is the eternal spiral, moving back into eternity, as your vibration is all about expression and, you know, getting that attention and expression, because you have a wise way to explain, to do it your way and very exclusively. But your air element may need some fusion, yeah, the power of fusion, to really establish a ground floor that is bringing you a lot more fulfillment, much more passion, so to speak. And that is going to change around. So obviously this is connected to the element water, and so the blue way always produces a high level intuition. So being born as a Gemini, you're connected to the black omnipotent universe that is so unlimited, as you're so unlimited in communication and expression. And so you are guided to getting more of your high level intuition into your brains. Aligning to it is all there is. So it's connected to the higher level of sensitivity and gentleness in any situation actually. So, such as the appearance of the deer. So, do you need a little bit more gentleness in communication? Maybe, you know. A deer more often time, you know, acts very fast. You see the deer here. I don't know, the sun is shining. And has the ability to change direction so quickly without a second thought, just because of the high level trust that brings the answers before the question comes out. Ain't that something you guys want? Answering question and having the answer before the question comes. That comes through the energy of chi, actually. Should you work with chi energy? So beyond this beauty, I really love this art card. Hopefully you like it too. Of innocence and grace, a deer with its calm attitude is very clever at creating new perspectives and inceptions on old situations to release them quickly. So this could refer to old characteristics you may hold on, some traditions that have lost their value in today's society, and your capacity to actually refine your psychic senses. So you have already that level of high communication, having it smart, having it funny, and enjoying. You guys enjoy communication, right? So, but that intuition and the higher psychic senses may bring a lot more enjoyment to yourself this time around, and may be needed to explore new capabilities, actually, as you know, when we look at it, I think a lot of people struggle a lot when it comes to trusting a new path and situations and new people that can make them a little restless. So being in peace and silence with your present footing is always a state of consciousness, for it reveals the deeper levels of yourself into making new decisions. So when the water within and not being cleansed from emotions or emotional luggage and old structure, we actually may never find peace, balance, grace, and all these virtues. So in this sense, this card actually represents or is asking you to step into those higher levels of fulfillment. And that can only come true when you purify the water. Water, we have 90% of water in the body. So clearing the old mud, the old ways, the old cycles of communicating, being, and expressing yourself may require the silence of letting that higher level of intuition within and merging with the oceans that carry that high level intelligence, such as the dolphins have. So dolphins also represent ancient wisdom, and when you merge your ancient wisdom, you can do this in meditation actually, or ask me if interested. I will give you meditation to move in communication with the dolphins and the whales, and you know, do some research in your treasure chests. Actually, that is what this is about, merging that. And this can literally build bridges while you can take you know, yourself into the oceanic worlds and show how important your reconnections are, cooperating and making a dolphin as a friend is very lasting into the wisdom of creation, as they always find a healthy technology to address problematic static and new food. So dolphins have a unique way of communicating and could take you on a trip into the unknown reservoirs of spirit. So not just getting your spirit knowledge out there in huge palaver, you know, but getting to the point there which will bring you a lot more pleasure, much more insight, and will reveal your true essence. So combining your own black way with the black universe, merging that with a blue way, peace, intuition in meditation, would give ultimate powers in intelligence and wisdom, because you guys, you love wisdom and intelligence, right? It's more or less innate within you. So that is your great power when fusing your consciousness with the grace of the intuitive deer that is already on a new adventure to the water of your body. So are you ready to fuse intuition, intelligence, and grace in order to get more balance, peace, harmony, and higher level of intelligence? So that is the question. Are you willing to do the work? Because we can do that through meditation, through alignment, through the breathing system that realigns and that evaporates the old ways of expression, so people gain a lot more trust and belief in you. So let's see if we have a second goal connected to that, because if you can do that now, then in a few months' time you could completely change and see the higher virtues of your essence on the earth. And there is always a plan connected to every entity. And you know, you Geminis are so unique because you have that unlimited potential already embedded in yourself. So let's see that second goal I wanted to pull out. So I have the deer, and yeah, let's shuffle that again. So that's truly reflecting. So I never actually equated intuition more to Gemini, more like that high intelligence and the power, but fusing it is actually excellent, right? Let's see. That is perfect. I am codes. You see that code, the letter U? So working with codes that you get, code language is a code, and you are excellent at expressing languages. So coding yourself into that is connected to the number 23, and 23 is also part of green light knowledge. It's a 5, it's a pentagram, and connecting to a pentagram or 5-pointed star will, of course, assist you to get more of anything you want in business, and listening to the divine orders, to the universe. Listen to the universe, ask for the correct guidance here in divine alignment to get your inspiration, your high level air component grounding to the earth, because codes are actually, you know, they require grounding. So grounding your aspirations, inspiration in communication with your higher level intuition, so double air components, and bringing that to the air, which is this card, is going to give you a lot more fulfillment. So the overall completion, that's card number 23. This is connected to another airflow. So in the black omnipotent universe, that is your guys, every single phenomena is a U. You know the letter U in just, you know, the English alphabet, because it affects all of us. So the representation of the letter U through the green, yellow, pale white way unfolds your knowledge. So I would strongly suggest to work with these colors in meditation. And that is connected to the yellow, white, cream way, or the houses of light in the universe, and is asking you to unfold the true meaning of yourself on light earth and within the universe. So your meaning, as it is air, and it's the age of communication, your vibration, Gemini vibration, are going to matter massively on the planet. People need a lot more communication, expression, opening a channel, and eventually come on YouTube with me. So why not? It's all about, you know, gathering a new community. So you could eventually tone that ladder within each energy wheel for a while, so you feel it aligns your chakra system into a tube, a pillar of light to which you can expand. So expansion always symbolizes that you have succeeded many lessons and you are ready to flourish into a broader vision of self and self-awareness. So who are you? What is your place and space in the universe? what should you change to move forward into a new version of you? So these are questions that come when merging your higher level intuition with the knowledge, your communication levels, and grounding that with this card. It's all about you. And, you know, the more you get into you, the more comes out of you. So bringing that letter you, simply by saying you in the root, you in the sacral, and up till the crown, and then bringing you and feeling like a green pillar of knowledge through your spine will definitely assist you if you're interested in doing that. So if you have a difficult time in deleting anything that cuts you down and not having the right inspiration, aspiration, or the intelligence, or you feel your brain moves back, then you may require some assistance or healing or whatever you would like to do, or opening a course into knowledge, which is the light body training I eventually offer. And so you can reconnect with, you know, all 12 dimensions, because, you know, your black way is within the 11th dimension. 12 is the gold, and we open up, you know, our vibration all the way from 6 into 7 right now, as the urge is completely ascending. So we need to get our vibration there. So if anything is stuck in your thought processes, or, you know, in whatever you put out there in business, then it could be connected to not applying your communication as is, or grounding it actually on the earth, so people have a easier time in understanding what you are expressing. So let's have a spirit card assisting this one. And what will come out is so to the point. It's no nonsense, right? It's the oral, and it says, follow your intuition. Your palaver goes too quick without, you know, listening to what your brains bring with it to get that peace into them. So you got the confirmation twice, right? So beautiful. So, and a last passage to encourage you to move into there, to remove old cycles to get there, is from my spirit animal cards. So let's have one here that may assist you, you know, to further your road in your authenticity. You, I have here, that's the pack I apply. The squirrel, always prepared, and you are the expert of hard work and hard play. Your cheerful and fun disposition is a blessing to everyone, I'm sure. Don't let any distraction take you off course. Make a plan. Yeah, you really need to, you know, ground it, like with the earth component. So make a plan in the future, and life will give you all that you need. So that's beautiful, isn't it? I like squirrels. They're very intuitive, very intelligent. So that is the message, repeats itself actually with the squirrel symbolism. That is often a message for us to have more fun. Maybe you need more fun, and you know, taking life too seriously is no good, as we forget what is essential. And you know, looking at practical matters such as, you know, an insurance, simple repairs, do the simple things to get your higher level intuition merging with your high level communication that prepares you for your total assignment in the future. So I could also indicate that you need to lighten your load. You take too much on your fork, right? And maybe unnecessary things. So eliminate these old cycles. And these are things that you have gathered in the past that are cluttering your life. No, you know, clean out the closets, clean out everything you don't apply every day. So that is my message. Moreover, these thoughts, worries, and stresses can be detrimental to our health. So If there is anything not going the way you wanted, that is really the old elimination, the old cycles, and doing the work it takes, evaporating it from your body and taking time out every day to do so. So, you know, it may also symbolize that new awareness is surfacing, coming to the surface from deep within your subconsciousness. So like a chameleon, you know, bringing through new colors, especially when high-level communications are combined with high-level intelligence that is also in Gemini and the black omnipotent universe you were born with. Combining that with blue peace and blue way trust, you know, and blue way detachment. So it's really for you, these colors that's going to assist you and to have a higher connection into the universes. So as you already have a great sense of humor, and you know, I love that really in you guys. So yeah, I would truly connect to the squirrel and communicate with them in meditation. Call them forth, call the animal kingdom forth, call your special squirrel forth, and communicate as you are the communicator and ask what can be done, you know, so you get into a greater space of comfort from the hard work. And so I would certainly pay attention to more details instead of rushing too fast into things, and you know, allow your intuition to redirect you continuously, and that will tremendously help to open a new passion, a new space, and to know your assignment in this universe. So I hope this reading was of value to you. If so, thank you for commenting what you think, if you follow this girl, what you can do, or if you struggle with many more travels, let me know. I may make a video